turn deadly, and I'm going to step out of the way here so you can get a look here. The man who lives here is accused of shooting and killing an Uber driver. He now faces a murder charge and potential other charges. According to reports, authorities say William Brock had been receiving multiple threatening scam calls the morning of March 25th. The calls were concerning an incarcerated relative, and Brock was told to meet at the courthouse to pay a ransom of $12,000 in bail money, or they would kill him and his relative. Around the same time of the call, Lolitha Hall received directions from the same person or an accomplice, instructing her to go to Brock's home to pick up a package for delivery. Dashcam video from Hall's car shows her arrive to Brock's home to pick up that package. According to reports from the Clark County Sheriff's Office, Brock allegedly had a gun. This video appears to confirm that. The incident report says Brock allegedly took Hall's phone and wouldn't let her leave, and when she tried to go, authorities say Brock then shot Hall. They started fighting, and he shot her 2 more times. Authorities received a call from Brock saying he had shot someone on his property because they were trying to rob him. When units arrived, they found Hall with multiple gunshot wounds, and Brock was bleeding from his head. Hall was flown to Kettering Hospital in Dayton, where she died. Reports say while officials were on scene, Brock's landline phone kept ringing, and when one officer picked it up, the man on the other line said he was an officer. And the real officer explained what happened and asked the caller to meet. And he agreed, but never showed up. We reached out to Uber, and they responded with this statement saying in part, quote, "There is no other way to describe this incident than a horrific tragedy. Our hearts continue to be with Lolitha's loved ones as they grieve her sudden loss. We have been in contact with law enforcement and remain committed to supporting their investigation." End quote. Uber also went on to say the account of the individual who ordered the Uber trip has been banned. The sheriff's office is also reminding residents to be extra cautious and that no law enforcement agency or court will call you and demand for bail money over the phone. That goes for any other court functions as well. Reporting in Springfield, Grace Hewitt, 2 News.
Thanks for watching. Stay up.
First at 10, we have newly released body cam footage showing the moments authorities arrived at a Springfield home where an Uber driver was shot and killed.
81-year-old William Brock called 911 last month, reporting he had shot someone on his property who he said was trying to rob him. 2 News reporter Grace Hewitt watched the body camera in full. She walks us through what happened moments after authorities arrived on scene.
Body-worn camera footage shows the moment Clark County Sheriff's deputies arrived at William Brock's home on March 25th.
Stay by 1 second. Are you the shooter?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna pat you down, okay?
Brock is accused of shooting and killing Lolitha Hall, an Uber driver who investigators say came to Brock's home to pick up a package. You see officers pat Brock down. Here you'll notice a wound on his head. Authorities later determined Brock was hurt during the altercation with Hall. Now law enforcement are putting the pieces together. They say this all stemmed from a violent scam call targeting older citizens like Brock.
Nephew was in jail, and he needed to bring $12,000 downtown. The next thing you know, he tells him that he's got the $12,000. She shows up here and tries to take his $12,000, so he shot her.
Sounds like a scam.
It is a scam. That he's got $12,000 in cash in there.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
It's the same play that they've been using on everybody.
Yeah.
It's always elderly people.
Yeah.
Authorities then start combing through Brock's residence, collecting evidence and taking photographs. In the back, on the counter, you can see law enforcement counting the $12,000 in bail money Brock was referencing. At the same time, medics were waiting for care flight to take Hall to the hospital, where she was pronounced dead. While authorities were on scene, Brock's landline kept ringing, and when a detective answered, she realized it was the scammer on the other end.
Hello?
Yes, who is this?
May I ask who I'm talking to?
Yes, this is the officer speaking.
Okay, what officer?
Yes.
No, I need to know what officer, sir.
You're going to be in trouble.
Okay, let me ask you this. The female you sent over here, you know who she is?
Yes, I do. I'm going to be there, give me 20 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
Where is the gentleman that was there?
Huh?
The gentleman that was there.
Okay.
Where is he?
He's talking to us, so I need you to come.
Okay, thank you. I'll be there.
In the call, the scammer says he'll meet with police to turn himself in, but he never showed up. Reporting in Springfield, Grace Hewitt, 2 News.
All right, Shalom. First, I'd like to begin by giving all praises, all honor and all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kodash. I double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Blessing and salutation to you, brethren, pushing this word of sincerity and the truth. And dear brother Howard from the GMS Trinidad camp, here to do a quick edification for this house of Israel. Alright, and the entitlement of this video basically Psalm 73, for they are not in trouble as other men. What a tragedy it is for the house of Israel, for the nation of Israel. The scriptures say in the book of Micah 2:10, rise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. For it is polluted, it shall destroy with a sore destruction. We just saw in the video there that an elderly lady was murdered by an elderly man. Jacob against Esau, or Esau against Jacob. And that is just the curses that we are under in this kingdom, regardless of what you do, regardless of how much money you make, regardless of what God you worship, you will still be under the curses that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai put upon the nation of Israel. You understand? But yet still the saying that the old man they ban the person who, the Uber company ban the person from making any Uber, and I think in the next report, the old man was scotch-free. He went scotch-free, And really and truly, that is murder. Scam or not, that is murder. Because the lady actually explained to him, well, so and so is the case. And it kind of weird to see that they call for his nephew. They say some strange call and say that somebody nephew in prison and $15,000, and the woman actually had the $15,000 they willing to give. So I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. But this is the book of Genesis 27 and verse 40 and verse 39. Let's get to the point. It says, and Isaac his father. Let me see. Verse 38. It says, and Esau, right? Shashua is in the Hebrew, his name is Shashua, which means wasted away, not hairy. Seer means hairy. Right? It says, verse 38, it says, and Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above, and thy sword, and by thy sword shalt thou live. And by thy sword, when you look it up, it means karab or karab, sword, knife, tools of cutting stone. Right? Which is a weapon. So the Lord told Esau, by thy sword ye shall live, and shall serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. So Esau, we have to understand what kingdom we in right now. You Jake needs to understand what kingdom we in right now. We in Esau rulership. in the Roman Empire, last leg of the Roman Empire rulership. You know, and as fast as you understand that is the faster that you'll understand the lot of the nation of Israel. You'll understand what we need to do as a nation in order for us to get out of this. The book of Psalms. Teaching, I can start from 1. It says, the Psalms of Asaph, truly God is good to Israel, even to such as are of a clean heart. But as for me, my feet were almost gone. My steps had well nigh slipped, for I was envious of the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there are no bands, look up that word bands, there are no bongs, fetters, pangs, hand, bongs, right? There are no bands, or other words, cuffs. Or I see here, pain. There are no bands in their death. There are no bands in their death. But their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men. Neither are they plagued, because the word plagued, to touch rich strike. Are stricken. Befall. Cast come. Draw nigh, join near plagues. Smite, right? To smite. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Right? Just speaking about Esau. Esau not plagued as other men. And I have one more video to show. I almost forget about that video. And it's not only Esau alone. Right? We have to understand it's not only Esau the scriptures were speaking about. When you read Amos chapter 2, I believe, you know, when you go into that, I was speaking about the other nations who have the nation of Israel under captivity. When you read, and I'll go into the book of Psalms 83. That wasn't just speaking about the nation of Edom. That was speaking about other nations also. It gave a list of other nations who persecuted the nation of Israel, who are confederates with the nation of Israel, with the nation of Edom, Esau, Edom. Right? This next video here.
Take another look. He is the aggressor. Hey, it's your boy Walt.
Where is this? Wait. Right, is it?
Play my part in your kangaroo court. Treating me like a black man, so today I'm going to be a black man.
That's convicted road rage attacker Mark Char. He colored his face with a marker for his sentencing hearing today. The judge was not amused.
Char was convicted of attempted murder and assault for stabbing and slashing 3 people on the H1 freeway 3 years ago.
Lynn Kawano was in court as he threw a tantrum while the judge tried to sentence him for his crimes. Lynn?
Mark Char has already burned through a total of 12 attorneys. Course of years causing trouble. Today he took a new approach to gain sympathy and attention. It failed. Char colored his face with a black pen, saying he was being treated like a black man in court. Char was driving home to Eva Beach in 2016 when he started road raging other drivers, stabbing and slashing them. He was convicted of attempted murder and 2 counts of assault.
This was a case that you incited, that you provoked, that you almost killed an innocent motorist.
Why did it happen that way?
You cut off. The evidence showed, Mr.
There was no evidence on my part. My lawyer failed to put in my video. He put no evidence on my behalf. None of my evidence was submitted.
Mr. Charles, listen up.
Judge Todd Eden sentenced Char to life with the possibility of parole, 5 years for the second count and 1 year for the third, all to run.
Well, at least this was justice, so he must be a black face, he must be really black, you know. But it just showed, basically I showed this video to basically show what they think about us. This is what they think about the Negroes. It's a strategic something that us do, and it all lead back to the curses, because look what he did. He went in court and say he painted his face black and said they started treating him as a Negro. So what that's supposed to mean? What that's supposed to tell you? That clearly shows you that they are not in trouble as other men. Esau, Edom, and these other nations, they are not in trouble as other men. You know, these the book of Psalms. Yeah, I didn't finish the scripture. Yes, I will finish this. Psalm 73, and I go to Psalm 78, 83. I mean, right? Verse I reach verse 6. It says, "Therefore pride compassed them about as a chain; violence covered them." Fuck, buddy. As a garment, their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than hearts could wish. The nation have more than the heart could wish. Everything that the heart desire. Anything you could think about, they have it. Or it's easy to get for them. It says they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. Therefore his people returneth hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out to them. And they say, how doeth God know? And is there knowledge in the Most High? Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. Esau, Moab, Ammon, right? Who else? Get the list. Esau, Moab, Ammon, the Arabs, it have the East Indians, Elam in Trinidad here, the Elamites. These are all nations that prosper. It says, keep thou not silent, O Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee are lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. right? Because here it is, let me say that it's really a scam call. That scam call actually, you strategically, call a Negro as a black person to go and collect that money. So to me, it was a setup. They know who they was contacting. Alright? They know the capability probably of the old person, whatever the case might be. But that is just the lot of Jacob. Alright, it says they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Remember, this is in their inward thoughts, That is their intention from since ancient times, That in their thoughts. For they have consulted against, together with one consent, they are confederates against thee. The tabernacle of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarians, Gabal and Ammon, Amalek, the Philistines, and the inhabitants of Tyre. Asher also to join with them. With who them? Esau. They have holden the children of Lot, Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brooks of Kishon. Right? So the Lord Yahweh Shemeshai soon in the near future, He going to recompense all these nations for the ill will and the ill doings that they did to us, to the ones that they kill innocently, week in and week out, every year. I don't even know how much killings that have taken place in the States when it comes to racial killings, whatever the case might be. Whites on blacks and saying it's self-defense, or even if they just see some a black person and just kill them just so look. When they first did that video with a young lady last week, she went on a date with a fucking guy looking like a serial killer. I don't know if she didn't see that, and the man takes she back to his place, and that was it. They just start to find she body parts all over the place. These white people, these other race, they don't care about you. This is how it was written, and this is how it will be. They don't care about you. You people, the whites don't care about you. The Chinese, the Moabites, the Elamites, these are not your people, so they don't care about you. We are like shit to them. They don't care. In Trinidad here, they stay, and I work with a lot of them. They don't consider they don't care. They racial as fuck. And I don't get them wrong. But anyway, with that, hopefully this video is edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Harakak, Wadash, Double and Star Apostles, and the teachers of great millstone are rule well, blessed and citation to you, brethren, pushing it to in sincerity and in truth. Shalom to the elect.